All right, sorry I was cut off before, but I'm done for the day. I get to enjoy the storm in the comfort of my own home. For once, it comes in at the perfect time. Usually these snowstorms come in at like on a Monday or Tuesday, and that really sucks. Very rarely do you ever get one that rolls in on a weekend, you know? Perfect timing, at least for me. I know some people are working on Saturdays, and that sucks. I'm sorry for you. But this one, I don't have to worry about. Anyway, so as you can see, the milky sky, as I said, right on time, as usual. They chemtrailed us the other day. Pretty much all fucking day long. It was great. It was great. And then right at the end of the day, you get the sun covered completely with the chemtrails. And, you know, they've succeeded in what they planned on doing, you know, seed the storms and cover the sun from us, you know, basically. They don't want us to see it go away because that just disappears. It doesn't set and go off into China, okay? Idiots. And for the trolls down there that are asking me questions and all this other bullshit, I know you're trolls because I see you on other channels. You don't think I look at other channels? Well, I do. I have some Flat Earth friends out there that I have on my, subs. Damn it. I can't get this phone call. Forget it. I'm going to have to decline. Sorry. I'll call you back. So, WikiPeak. Encyclopedia has been, of course, bothering all of us in the Flat Earth community. But then they like to put this little ad down there that's not authorized, by the way. And to make it look like the Flat Earth is a barbaric way of explaining how Earth is not a planet, which it's not. Well, you know what? It's a barbaric belief that the Earth is a planet because there is absolutely no evidence of it at all except what NASA, which is a militarized government company. Do you understand? Don't you? That every single picture, every fucking shit that you see is all from NASA. And everybody who works for NASA is in the military. And what's the number one theme of the military? Keep your mouth shut or you die. That's how it's always been. And that's how it'll always be. So if you know anybody from the military, go ahead, ask them. Pull a chair up, ask them a few questions, and see what kind of answers you get. Pretty much the same answers you get as the politicians, which is shit. I'm not going to tell you a thing. They're under an oath. The few people that know that the Earth is flat are just astronauts and the IT guys. That's it. Those are the only people who know that the Earth is flat. It's very easy to hide that. As far as they know, they're building rockets that are going into space. As far as they know, they're building a shuttle that's going into space that has a heat thing on it. And that they're spending money, I can tell you that. They're spending the shit. They are taking $52 million a year and pissing it away. God knows what the hell they're doing with it. Obviously, they're trying to figure out what we're underneath. You know, is it a magnetic field? Is it glass? You know, what's the shape of it? Is it a dome? You know, or is it rectangular? I mean, who the fuck knows? They're the people who know. They're the people who've been studying it. Hell, if Apple Bird, you know, was down there for 35 years, whether this is a true story or not, sure shit seems that way. But anyway, they try to debunk him to make it seem like there was he was investigating Hollow Earth, which in a way that'll be a different video. I'm going to get into that because this system that we live under, I mean, hell, it's probably only 80 miles high, you know, covered in a dome. We can't dig down more than 8.5 miles. You know, there's a reason for that. You know, we can't get to the ice wall as a conventional person, you know, just sitting there on a horseback. You know, the water is exactly 2% salt. Or no, I think it's 1% salt. That's all you had to do, because we would need an enormous amount of resources in order to even get to the wall. You know, I mean, or to the dome, or whatever it is that's keeping us in here. Because I got news for you guys. I'm beginning to think, not that we're being protected here, okay? This isn't a system that we're being protected. I think whoever built this system, and that's God, doesn't want us to get out, because it screams on every angle not to go anywhere. Covered with oceans, covered with ice walls, covered with a platform of ice that could possibly be thousands and thousands of miles that a compass doesn't work in. And if you've ever walked in a huge forest and you keep walking and walking, you tend to walk around in circles. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a compass with you, of course. Many of us don't. But all right, I don't know how to get into this, but I mean, it's just, everything screams, stay the fuck where you are, enjoy yourself, go to the Hawaiian Islands if you want to go on vacation. You know, sit down there, that's a little diversion on the route down to the ice walls. You know, the Hawaiian Islands and all these Caribbean islands and all that, that's there for a diversion. Or it could be a place to gather resources. We'll always find them. Coconuts last a very long time. You can live on those. Of course, they do. That's all you're eating, cause diarrhea, but we wouldn't really want that to happen. So, you know, you're gonna have to get some meat in there. But there's ways to keep meat, you know? Beef jerky. There's ways to dry meat to make it last. But these are all resources that we need. Okay, and it would take, I don't know how long. We would need so much equipment. We would need a fucking jet. We would need a helicopter. We would need all of these toys to get to where we need to go. And none of us have the capability of doing that, except the military, except the government, except NASA, that's collected $52 million a day. You know? These are the only people that can do it. We can't do it. It's impossible. I want to get into the digital world with you. I'm looking at the sun just trying to peek through the clouds, because the snowstorm's coming, but I love it when it looks like this, because you can see how much it looks like a projection. I mean, it's just a projection up there, projecting light. Case in point, the moon projects cold. The sun projects heat. They don't work together, okay? That right there should start ringing bells. What the fuck is the matter with that? You know, God has tried to make it look so much like we live on a planet. Okay? Well, in a way. I mean, well, they want us to make us think that we live on a planet, but I mean, the way God kind of made everything, you know, he's implementing that everything is round. You know, that he might have not wanted us to figure this out, but at a point in our evolution, he definitely wanted us to figure this out by leaving these little Easter eggs here and there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Leaving these little nitbits here and there. You know, we'll make the moon project cold. We'll make the sun project heat. So you can see that they're not working together. Obviously, we're not in a solar system. Obviously, that really is not a star. You know, that really is not a satellite up there projecting anything off of the sun, that they're not working together. Okay, see, these are all things people need to understand. And once you understand that that is not working with the moon, that the moon has its own rays, then it brings up a totally different ball game, doesn't it? Okay, because you were told that that sun is reflecting off of the moon, and that's why the moon looks light, or there's light on the moon, but it's not. Because if it was reflecting off of the moon, the astronauts couldn't be able to take a picture at all. It would be so overexposed, okay? So you can see all the pictures are completely fake. They're from a Hollywood studio. We never went to the moon. There is no space. There are no stars. There are projections up there, but you can't land on them. They're not tangible objects. And these are all things flat earthers know. The digital world is something that is a big thing, because that quite possibly could be. What we are in this digital world, I don't know. Characters, programs, I have no idea. All I know is if we all come together and we think and we gather, they don't like that. They do not like that. They don't like us putting our minds together. They don't like us gathering in a room together. They have done whatever they could possibly do to keep you as far away as people as possible by putting you into a lockdown beyond belief. Beyond belief, for crying out loud. Would you ever have thought that this would have ever happened? I just laugh and giggle to myself, and I say, what the fuck, if I told these people 5 years ago what they would be living in right now, none of them would believe me. They would say, you're a fucking lunatic. But here it is. I don't know. I mean, it's an amazing place that we're living in, and it's an amazing time that we're living in. And it's a shame, that people can't do their research, and they can't look at something, and they can't question it, and they can't say to themselves, something is wrong, okay? This isn't right. What I was taught is wrong. Why? Why would they make up this deception? Why would they do all of this? They don't understand that. Okay, it's because control. They need to control all of us down here. They need to control billions and billions of people. If that's truly how many people are on this flat plane, I don't know. I can't prove it either way. It's all about them. They make up these fucking numbers, There's a lot of other things I want to get into right now, but I don't think I can. It'll get a couple of politicians off of the hook, I can tell you that right now. All right, maybe I'll put something out tonight, but I just wanted to get that out there, I mean, you got to know on a digital world that we're all connected somehow or another. That's why I don't understand the anger in some people that they've just lost their, I don't know, their way or something. I don't know. The murderers and the sickos. I don't know who these people are. I don't know if they're part of a program or just put there, and they just don't know any better. It's scary, and the people that just walk around that, I mean, I could be talking to them and you don't even get an expression from them, Well, first off, they have their face mask on, so you can't even really tell what the hell's going on. But they don't even acknowledge that you're there talking to them. It's really weird. It's hard to explain. I don't know. It's like talking to somebody when they're staring at their iPad or their iPhone or their electronical fucking device that has consumed their fucking life like you wouldn't believe, because they've been doing nothing but sitting there playing around with their stupid electronical device since day one when this started. They've had nothing else to do. It was their friend. All right, I thank you for subbing. I thank you for viewing my videos and let me be a part of your life.